And welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. Along with Blake Collins, I'm John Patrick. We're getting set for Augusta Jaguar basketball. The Jags coming into this ball game with a record of 2-1, taking on the Benedict Tigers, who come into this ball game with a record of 0-3. This will be the first time we see the men this year. We will be back with the starting lineups following the national anthem. And let's go down the starting lineups for this afternoon, for this evening's ball game. First of all, for the Tigers from Benedict, Artis Maddox is the head coach. Phil Jackson is the assistant coach. The Tigers come into this ball game with a record of 0-3. Starting at guard, a 6'1 junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 0, Kelvin Omajola. Starting at forward, a 6'8 freshman from Bowie, Maryland, number 1, Josiah Perry. Starting at guard, a 5'10 senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 3, Devontae Wiltshire. Starting at forward, a 6'4 sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida, number 10, Tyrese Mapp. And starting at forward, a 6'5 junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 23, Romello Jones. And now for the Jaguars, again, who come into this ball game with a record of 2-1, Dip in his 15th year at the helm. Drew Gibson, O'Neal Armstrong, the assistant coaches. Starting at guard, a 6'1 freshman, 187-pounder from Baltimore, Maryland, number 2, Tyree Myers. Starting at guard, a 6'2", 200-pound senior from Washington, D.C., number 3, Aaron Bird. Starting at forward, the 6'2", 225-pound senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 13, Tyvez Monroe. Starting at center, the 6'8", 215 freshman from Finland, number 20, Robert Barland. And starting at forward, the 6'8", 219-pound senior from Bristol, England, number 24, Dean Williams. Jags are in the home gray. They will be traveling from right to left on your screen here in the first half. Again, first time we've seen the Jags this season at home.
Yeah, they had a huge exhibition win, a monumental exhibition win against Division I South Carolina earlier this year.
Jags are coming off a victory at Payne College, just 64-62. Here's Dean on the breakaway and is fouled.
Phenomenal anticipation, being 2 steps ahead of where that pass was going. Anticipated it very well, and then the control off the dribble to the fast break was phenomenal, and then Dean on the back end gets the foul call, so he's at the line.
Dean makes the first free throw. And makes them both. Tigers quickly up the court. Footer is no good. Dean pulls down that rebound.
Yeah, just a little too hard off the back end of the rim.
Tyvez now basketball. Three-pointer from Aaron is no good.
It's a good assist, though, by Tyvez to set up Aaron there. Just a little long on the back end of the shot.
Omajola gets it to Perry, who then gets it inside. The shot is taken and made by Jones, Romello Jones, with the first two for the Tigers.
Good little quick fadeaway brings change to the Tigers.
Driving down the lane, basket's no good. Dean follows it up. Omajola now up the court.
Even in traffic, when you have that much height and size to you, even if you're out boxed, you can overreach everyone, and Dean came up big.
15-footer is no good. Tyvez pulls it down. Up the court to Aaron. Aaron gets it back to Tyvez. Back to Aaron. There goes Dean. Pulls up the dribble. Tyvez wheels his way inside. Muscles his way. Bats it back up. Pulls down his own rebound. They get a new shot clock. Aaron this time goes inside. Tyvez, left side three, no good. Follow-up, score the basket for Robert Barland.
Tyree had a huge pick to start off the drive, and then that sprung out everything from the second chance rebounds to the critical spring out to the left side on the first shot that didn't go in, but then they cleaned up nicely on the back end for the Jags.
Tigers call a timeout. Jags are up 6-2. Omajola will inbound. Gets it to Perry. Perry for three. Good. First three for Isaiah Perry. Tyree gets the ball off to Tyvez. That shot misses everything for Tyree Myers.
Yeah, you don't often see Dean on the perimeter, but with him actually being on the perimeter, that set that up well because the defender that was guarding Tyree crashed down on Dean, leaving Tyree open, extremely wide open for a three that he sailed to the right.
Omajola on the right side with the basketball, comes back out. 7 on the shot clock. He drives in the lane and draws the foul. It's going to be the first foul, I believe, on Robert Barland. His first, team's first, but it will send Kelvin Omajola to the line.
Yeah, the Tigers have good explosiveness through the lane once they're driving through. Now, the Jags have great control in the paint, in the lanes, but that speed is what helped them get this foul here.
Second free throw is short, and Dean pulls down the rebound. Tyree brings the ball up court. Gets it to Robert. Tyree tries the three again. This time it finds the bottom.
There's nothing but money on that shot. Is Tyree elevates the score even more. This time the Jags are up 3.
Omajola from the right side for 3, in and out. Dean pulls down that rebound. Divez top of the key, swings it right, get it inside to Dean. Dean swings it back out, Aaron for 3, good.
Yeah, once Aaron posts up at the top of the key like that, and then the quick vision of Dean to pass it out, it was going to be hard for the Tigers to actually try to deviate a stoppage on that, because Aaron is just too accurate when you give him that type of room.
Wholesale changes coming in for the Jags. Dip is changing everybody.
But this is a great starting 5 for the Jags.
Wiltshire from the free throw line, no good. Dean pulls that down again. Gets it to Tyree. Tyree gets tied up, has it stripped away from him. Wiltshire with the basketball now, gets it to Omajola. He drives in the lane, no good. No foul called, out of bounds, Jag ball. Here's our media timeout. 15:27 to go, first half. Jags up 12-6. Jaguar basketball. Up by 6, 12-6, 15:27 to go, first half. Jags will inbound. I said the Jags will inbound. Tyree with the basketball. He's the one Jag that remains.
Yeah, you love the intensity and you love the tenacity that the starting 5 gives you. On the defense, you saw it. The heart, you saw it gunning for the basketball. Phenomenal job by the starting 5 to start this game off for the Jags.
Turnaround shot and score the basket there for Rafael Montero. Miguel Arnold, Darren Lucas White, Tybez, Rafael Montero, and Alex Johnson in for the Jags as we learn all new names this year. Turnover for the Tigers.
Montero was key in that exhibition game against the Division I South Carolina with critical points and critical junctures to bring the Jags to victory.
And there are high hopes for this young man, Miguel Arnold. Out to Darren, and we've got a foul on the Jags. It's on Alex Johnson. His first, team second. Changes also for the Tigers. Fadeaway jumper is good for Jalen Stiegel.
that was created by very rapid ball movement from the Tigers there, because the anticipation was there by White for the Jags, but he snuck it past him and created the 2.
Tevez tries driving baseline. Ball's batted out of bounds by the Tigers. Darren will inbound. Tevez, right side, good.
Oh, phenomenal wraparound spring out ability from Tevez to create the separation, and then the phenomenal form to drain the 3.
Play broken up by Darren. Turnover for the Tigers. Darren gets the ball to Johnson, to Alex, and then Miguel. Miguel fires the 3. That's too hard. Skying for the rebound, putting it back up is Alex Johnson.
Not only was he there for the second chance rebound, but he had a phenomenal screen to set up the initial shot that didn't go in for the Jags. What a presence Johnson is.
Shot taken and no good by Graham. Tevez with the basketball now. Gets it to Miguel, over to Darren. Darren swings it to Raphael, back to Tevez. Jags work the ball around quickly. Lose the handle on it. Ball's almost stolen away, and it is stolen away at the end. Jags with the block and quickly down the court over to Miguel. Miguel lays it up. That's going to be goaltending.
Phenomenal effort on both sides, getting back off a transitional play right there. The goaltend from the Tigers didn't work out for them too well, but that's still phenomenal effort on their part to even get back to contest. And then for the Jags as well to actually block the layup on their defensive possession was tremendous as well. So that was a very fast-paced but phenomenal play from both squads.
Aaron Bird is back in for the Jags. Wiltshire with the basketball. Get it back top of the key. Back to Graham. Graham drives in the lane, tries dishing it off. That ball is blocked by the Jags. Scrum for the basketball. It will be Jag basketball.
Outstanding effort there by Aaron to stay with the driver down low, because he initially started with two stutter steps to try to get Aaron off his defensive game, but Aaron stuck with him and caused that traffic down low, and then to get the jump ball on the back end. Phenomenal job for the Jags.
Miguel with the basketball, dishes it off, back to Darren. Gets it to Aaron Bird. They get it inside. Backing up his man, puts up the shot and score the basket for Rafael Montero.
Montero and especially Montero and Johnson are going to be hard to defend down low, because not only do they have great ball skills, but their bodies are wide, and it's going to be hard to try to differentiate to get a good base and a good defensive position down low underneath because of that size. So they're going to be tremendous presence down low, and they just showed that right there.
Wiltshire tries dishing it off, and there's nobody there. Jags come up with the basketball. Then Miguel loses the handle on it. Wiltshire gets it back. He goes one-on-one, score the basket. He'll go to the line.
Great ball control throughout the hands there for the Tigers, especially switching it from the left to the right at the last split second as the contact was coming down.
Here's our media timeout. 11:31 to go first half. Jags are up 22-10. Back at Christenberry Fieldhouse, Jags up 22-10. They have started hot from the field, 9 of 15 for 60%. The Tigers 4 of 13 for 31%. Rafael Montero, Dean Williams each with 4 points to lead the Jags. As Devontae will try to complete the three-point play for the Tigers, and he does. Ricky Peterson in for the Tigers. Ricky is a 6'5" junior from Ladstone, South Carolina. Darren with the basketball now. Gets it back out top of the key. They swing it right. Aaron for three. Hits the back of the rim. No good. Wiltshire quickly up the court for the Tigers. Dishes it off. Nice play. Cannot convert, but followed up and in by Ricky Peterson.
That time, Dean wanted to be two places at one time. Box out, and then before that, try to block and try to do a little bit too much there. And then the second chance rebound burns the Jags in the back end.
Aaron drives down the lane and draws the foul. I think that foul is going to be on Perry. Yep, that is Josiah's first. We'll send Aaron to the line to shoot a pair. Jags are back in action here at Christenberry Fieldhouse against Georgia College a week from Saturday, December 1st. First free throw is no good. We've only got 2 men's home games in December. We've got the 1st, and then on the 6th, we've got the morning game, I think the education game.
Absolutely, there will be a ton of elementary school students here.
Second free throw is good. Devontae Wiltshire with the basketball now.
And that's definitely going to be a day that the house will be rocking, because she knows those students are going to be bringing all the noise they can.
Foul called on Tyree. His first, team's fourth. Darren will check out. Tyvez will check back in. Get the ball inbounds. Devontae now with the basketball, top of the key. Swings it right to Williams. Back to Devontae. Wiltshire drives in. Williams with the basketball. Fires the two-pointer. Good.
Aaron did all he could there with a hand in his face right up to the shot. Man, oh man, but that was just an accurate shot. And the Tigers are creeping back into this ball game.
Ball will stay with the Jags. Tyvez misses everything on the three from the left side.
Not only does that negate that, but that negates a good pick by Aaron as well to set that up.
Wiltshire gets it over to Mapp. Mapp from the free throw line, good. Tyrese Mapp with his first 2. And the Tigers have closed the gap to 6. Dean dishes inside, back out, right side for Darren for 3.
The confused defense tactics by the Jags implemented there by phenomenal ball movement worked tremendously in their favor on that offensive possession. Let's see how the Tigers respond.
Devontae Wiltshire for 3, good. Tyree now crosses midcourt. Aaron all wide open for three. Good.
When Aaron has all day like that, he can't help but to create money from that type of accuracy that he has and that range that he has, and that was all money.
Wiltshire gets it over to Williams. Williams fires the three. That's good. Pace has picked up a little bit here. 29-23. Jags still up 6. 8.5 to go in the half. Inside to Dean. Dean backs his man up, spins, fires the shot, and it falls.
He's got phenomenal control through the spin. Even though it looks like he's spinning really fast, he's got good body control throughout.
Wiltshire fires the three, and Tyrese Mapp follows that up and scores his 4th point. Nice play there by Raphael.
In tight quarters, too. He was almost on the baseline there. Very good body control to get that shot off.
Tyrese Mapp trying to follow up his shot. Whacks Dean. Dean still down on one knee. He's up. We've got our media timeout. 7:46 to go. Jags up 33-25. Back at Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. First time seeing the Jags at home this year. Jags are 2-1. They've been on the road so far this year. Went out to Mount Olive and won 77-73, then lost to Barton 89-76. Beat Payne last week 64-62 as they begin their 2018-2019 campaign. It's a new look for the Jags. Darren gets it, swing it backside to Miguel. Miguel swings it back top of the key, quickly inside to Dean. Dean spinning around, 3-on-1. He dishes it off. Miguel from the right side for three, no good. Followed up by Darren Lucas White.
Lucas snuck through the back end there. Tremendous reaction on the second chance opportunity and scored 2 for the guys in teal.
Omajola back in the game. It's Kelvin there. Top of the key to Peterson. Mapp is fouled. No, Mapp walked. I think Dean thought he might have fouled him, but Mapp was called for the travel. Turnover for the Tigers.
This is a massive break for the Jags, because if that would have been a foul, that would have been a three-point shot attempt. So that would have meant 3 points on the line.
Dean, top of the key, and he's fouled. Fouls on Ricky Peterson. Ricky's first. Darren will inbound. Robert Berlin back in the game for the Jags. Here's Dean, top of the key. Right side to Miguel.
It's a good little screen.
Dean left side, doesn't get the roll. Peterson pulls down the rebound. Omojola dishes it back out. Now they come right side to Map. Going to have a foul on the Tigers. Foul's on Ricky Peterson, his second. Team's fifth foul.
Yeah, the Jags did a tremendous job there of keeping their feet and shuffling over to get the center of base underneath them. So they are the ones that are ahead of that foul call, and now they have possession.
Darren gets it to Tyree. Tyree looks inside for Dean. Dean thinks about backing his man up, spins, fadeaway jumper, no good. Williams gets it back. Omojola drives baseline, dishes off. Mapp with a shot, no good. Robert pulls down the rebound. Quickly up the court. Dean takes it off his shin, out of bounds.
It's tremendously tough to guard Dean because he has such a long wingspan. Not only that, but he's tall as well. On defense, it's tough to get your body around a guy like that to be able to try to put up a good shot. And then on the offense, it's hard to get stationary to where you can take a charge if you're not already stationary as well. So it's tough to defend Dean Williams all the way around.
Left-handed from 12 feet, no good. Follow-up is good by Ricky Peterson. Ricky's got 5, and they're within 8. That could have been a foul there on Darren. It wasn't called. Tyree dishes back out to Miguel. Darren's three-pointer is good again.
Quick pop, lock, and money on the back end for the drain. That was a tremendous shot there for the Jags.
And that three is answered by Omojola.
Omojola with great form up through the arms and through the hips there to power that three through.
We're going to have a foul underneath the basket. Jags again make some wholesale changes. Tybez. Sit back out to Tybez. Cross court. Going to be a travel. Travel called on Raphael.
Trying to take too many steps before actually getting the ball onto the court. It's a minor mistake, but it does cost the Jags a possession.
Sean Moss, Troy Cracknell in the game for the Jags, along with Rafael Montero. Darren's going to get called for that foul. That's going to be his first. Josiah Perry back in the game for the Tigers. Whiteshire picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Stickle. Stickle. 3 on the shot clock from the free throw line. Doesn't get the roll. Going to be a foul on the Tigers. We're going to have our final media timeout of the half. 3:42 to go in the first half. Jags up 38-30. 3:42 to go, first half. Jags are up 8. Jags have not trailed in the ball game.
Jags have played really good throughout the first half, and throughout the second half of the first half, the Tigers have played improved offense and a little bit on the defensive side as well to make this contest closer than it was during the first 7 minutes of the contest.
Darren Lucas White makes the first free throw. He's got 6 points on the night. Darren has 7. Jags applying some pressure now, a little trap defense. And then Taibez commits the foul. First foul on Taibez. Both teams now in the bonus. Devontae Whiteshire at the line. Devontae has 9 on the night. Now he's got 10. Makes them both. Darren hangs on to the basketball. Quick pass inside and score the basket for Rafael Montero.
Lightning fast assist there.
That's going to be an offensive foul on the Tigers. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Wiltshire.
Yeah, good job of seeing the contact coming, bracing for the oncoming charge, and then taking it like a man. And the Jags now have the possession, and they can put the lead up, or extend the lead rather, up to 12.
Sean with the basketball now for the Jags. Sean crosses midcourt, gets it over to Darren. Taibez looking inside for Rafael. Still looks inside for Rafael. Taibez decides to drive into the lane, lays it up and in.
He thought about the three, pulled the defense down a little bit. That gave him just enough space to drive through the lane, penetrate, and then knock down the floater.
Ball batted out by the Jags. Devontae will inbound for the Tigers. 20 seconds on their shot clock. Jags up 12. And we've got an issue. Rafael apparently has some blood. Rafael back in the game now. Graham with the basketball. Gets it to Devontae. Nice dish inside. Nice play. Good basket there by by Romello Jones.
Yeah, phenomenal assist, gunning inside. Then the transition from catching to control within the turn. And a little bit of a fadeaway on the release. Great play by the Tigers.
Sean thought about the three, now gets it inside to Rafael. Rafael triple teamed. Dishes off, drive down the lane. Sean scores the basket.
Somehow Montero kept control of the basketball through the triple team. He lost it at one point, then regained it, and then the vision to pass as Taibez was coming through on the drive was impeccable.
It's going to be a foul on the Jags. That's on Darren Lucas White, his second. It will send Darian Williams to the line. We're under 2 minutes to go in the half. First free throw is good. Tyree's back in the game for the Jags. That shot is short. Sean gets the rebound. And Tyree will bring it up the court. Jags swing it right side. Tyvez, left side three, too hard. And have a foul there, I think, on Raphael. Or on Sean. Called on Sean. First foul on Sean. Team's 9th foul. That means the Tigers will go to the line.
Yep, and 3 points is not what the doctor ordered for the Jags right now.
Devontae at the line. Gets his 12th point. And that one falls also. Stegall back in the game for the Tigers. Tyree crosses midcourt with it. Sean drives in the lane. Nice double clutch there by Sean, and he scores 2. Williams drew the foul. That's on Tyree Myers, Tyree's second. Williams at the line makes the first.
You mentioned a different look, John, and it looks like the Jags will have a more agile group this year as well in all departments, forward, center, starting forward, starting guard, and also on the guard position.
Fraser McDonald checks in for the Tigers, the 6'8" freshman from Brisbane, Australia. Tyree loses it. Omajola picks it up. Drive down the lane by Williams. He lays it up and scores the basket, and they're within 7. Last 30 seconds of the half. Jags will go to the lead, will go to the locker room with the lead, but I don't think Coach Mitras will like what he's seen in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Quickly inside, nice pass. Oh, Raphael cannot convert. Tyvez comes away with it. Holding for the last shot.
See Myers back with the ball now.
And score the basket there for Raphael. That's going to be your half. That's going to be an offensive foul. That offensive foul to end the half, I think we'll call it. Let's see if we do. Yes, we do. It was an offensive foul. That's on Stegall. That's his first. We're going to the half. The Jags are up 50-41. And welcome back to Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. We are at halftime of our game between the Augusta Jags and the Tigers from Benedict. The Jags are up 50-41. Some first half stats for you. Tigers were 14 of 29 from the field for 48%. Jags were 20 of 34 for 59%. Tigers 4 of 6 shooting threes, 67%. Jags 5 of 15 for 33%. Tigers were 9 of 11 from the free throw line for 82%. Jags 5 of 6 for 83%. Devontae Wilshire leads all the scorers with 15 points. Darius Williams has 8. Kelvin Omajola with 4. Tyrese Mapp with 4. Ricky Peterson with 4. Jalen Stiegel with 2. Romello Jones with 2. Deshaun Graham with 2. For the Jags, Rafael Montero leads the Jags with 10 points. Aaron Bird, Darren Lucas White, and Tyvez Monroe each have 7. Dean Williams has 6. Sean Moss with 4. Tyree Myers with 3. Miguel Arnold with 2. Robert Barland with 2. Alex Johnson with 2. Troy Crocknell played but did not score. As we get set for the second half of basketball, Kelvin Omajola will inbound for the Tigers. Devontae Wilshire with the basketball. Gets it back to Omajola. Wilshire now. Gonna have a jump ball. That'll go to the Jags.
Great stout defense down low by Johnson, and then Dean Williams on the help in the center. It's hard to get it over those two, and the Tigers could not do so.
Jags with the basketball, driving in the lane. Tyvez Monroe scores the 2.
What exquisite body control throughout that. He ran down the lane horizontally, then controlled the shot going up. Phenomenal shot selection there by Tyvez.
Another shot for 3. Good for Tyvez Monroe.
Keep feeding Tyvez Monroe because he is hot right now, and he is the anchor to them exploding here out of the gate.
And the Tigers take a timeout. We've played a minute of the second half. Jags are up 14.
Omajola inbounds.
Driving down the lane, Omajola fades back, scores. 2 for Kelvin Omajola. He's got 6 on the night.
Yeah, it went from Whiteshire back to Omajola, and then they quickly convert on the 2.
Dean with the basketball, gets it top of the key to Aaron. Aaron over to Tyvez. Tyree Myers now with the ball. Tyree's got 3 points on the night. Driving down the lane, Tyvez cannot convert. Putback is no good. Tyvez all over the court.
Tenacity and heart unleashed from Tyvez right now.
Inside to Dean. Dean backs his man up. Spins, puts the little soft left-hander in.
Even if you have a full-fledged center or a power forward, on Dean Williams. It's going to be hard for them to keep their base and keep their center low when Dean's backing them down. Amanjoa right there didn't really stand a chance in backing Dean down.
Ball is thrown away by Amajola and driving down the lane, no good. Put back up, no good. But finally, Dean Williams follows up his own shot with a basket. Jags are up 16.
Yeah, with that reach advantage that Dean has, he can be centered underneath the basketball glass and still reach back and put it up while he's still in bounds. A great play by Dean Williams.
Tyvez is going to get called for that foul on Tyrese Mapp. It's Tyvez's second foul, first foul of the Jags, but Tyrese will go to the line. He's trying to figure out what he did wrong.
And it looks like, John, that we'll have 4 position changes once the next dead ball is in play.
Gets the roll, wholesale changes for the Tigers. And he makes them both.
Great form coming off the charity stripe there. Simple lift off the top
full court trap pressure by the Tigers. Tyree gets it across midcourt, gets it into the corner. Tyvez left side three, good.
He is lethal when he gets down into three-point territory with nobody guarding him, and he just proved why right there.
Williams with the basketball. Gets over to Mapp. Mapp for three. Good.
It's up to the Tigers to respond quickly, and they just did right there with a three-point dagger of their own.
Tyvez crosses midcourt, quickly up the court. Dishes off. Dean Williams cannot convert. He's fouled. That was on Ricky Peterson. Peterson's third foul. Dean will go to the line. He's got 10 points on the night. Rafael Montero back in the game. Makes them both. Williams, top of the key. Stigall tries to draw the foul. Fires up the shot, no good. Rafael with the rebound. Gets it to Dean. Dean up the court. Aaron left side, back to Dean. Dean stops at the free throw line. Rafael spins, drives, scores.
When you can't get a good, clean shot through the air, kiss it off the glass like you just saw there from the Jags. What a tremendous play with the assist from the glass.
Jags have opened up an 18-point lead. Shot taken and made. Nice shot there by Darius Williams.
Man, oh man, was that shot pretty coming out of his hands.
Aaron gets it to Dean, top of the key, swings it left. Back out to Tyvez. Aaron from the right side, in and out. McDonald pulls down that rebound. Williams with the basketball now. He fires up another soft shot. This time doesn't get the roll. Fight for the rebound. Goes to Tyree Myers. Tyree up the court, right side to Dean, who slams it home.
The Jags have a tremendous threat when they're in fast break opportunities, and you just saw why. The speed of Myers coming through, unwavering and letting the defense of the Tigers stop them. Tremendous fast break ability from the Jags comes through.
Tyree with the basketball, gets it to Aaron right side. Tyree for three, good. And it's a Tiger timeout. Jags have opened up a 21-point lead.
And John, real quick, especially for the fans here at Christenberry, they're seeing why, and you fans at home are seeing why this Jaguar team with so much talent took it to a Division I school in South Carolina in an opening exhibition game. What a tremendous squad the Jags have available to them this year.
Fadeaway jumper taken and no good, and there's going to be a foul underneath. It's going to be on the Jags. Foul's going to be on. No, foul is on the Tigers. Foul was on Perry, his second foul, team second foul. Shot taken and no good by Raphael. Don't know that that's necessarily Raphael's wheelhouse. Driving down the lane, dishing off. Gonna have a foul this time on the Jags. That foul is on Troy Cracknell. His second foul. Omajola's shot is no good. Troy draws the foul there. That was on Romello Jones. Troy is at the line. Makes the first. And makes them both.
Troy with a new look to him, especially with the afro gone now, and he's making more of a presence with the Jags as well down low, as you just saw right there with the conversion.
Omajola traveled with the basketball. Turnover, Tigers. Sean Moss will come back in. Darren with the basketball now. Gets it to Raphael. Back out to Troy. Over to Darren. Troy for three. Good. and the one.
With a finite soft touch too, and a little bit of a fadeaway. Man, oh man, was that accurate and lethal. And he's going to the line for maybe a 4-point play here.
Game is getting out of hand for the Tigers. They find themselves down 26. Troy converts and makes the 4-point play. Shot is taken from the free throw line, no good. Quickly down the court, Troy with the basketball now. They swing it right into the corner for three, no good. Followed up by Sean Moss, no good. Foul on the Tigers.
And again, John, we talked about how agile this year's squad is. And it seems like, too, every movement that they do has a purpose. Every movement that goes on the court has a definitive purpose to implement strikes and implement damage and score points.
Troy misses the first. Devontae Wilshire back in the game. So is Tyrese Mapp for the Tigers. Troy makes the second one. Wilshire with the basketball, dishes it off. McDonald back to Wilshire. Drives in the lane, picks up his dribble, dishes it off. Score the basket, Tyrese Mapp.
Good job right there in switching the hands, the ball movement, and then the ball control outside of it as well. Very good shot there for the Tigers.
Darren quickly inside. Raphael cannot get the roll, and then Raphael commits the foul. Third foul on Raphael. He will come out. Alex will come in. Devontae Wilshire with the basketball now. Looks for McDonald and dishes it off to Peterson. Ricky gets it to Tyrese. Mapp for three, front of the rim, no good. Jags up the court quickly. Miguel dishes off. Sean for three, in and out. Jags fight over the rebound, out of bounds to the Tigers. Here's our under 12-minute media timeout. 11:43 to go in the ball game. Jags up 78-52. Jags are back in action here at Christenberry Fieldhouse a week from Saturday, December 1st. It'll be a doubleheader for the Jags as Georgia College comes calling. The women will play at 1:30, the men at 3:30. And then the only other home game for the Jags in December is December 6th. That'll be the Education Day game on that Thursday. And then the Jags will not be back at Christenberry Fieldhouse until the 5th of January when we get into the conference schedule. Wilshire with the basketball now. Devontae swings it left. Gets it to Mapp. Map is fouled. It's going to be on Miguel Arnold. Nope, it's going to be on Darren, I think. Darren Lucas White. He is second. Third.
Just got a little too much body contact on the defensive end.
Devontae gets the top of the key. Back right side to Devontae. McDonald sets the pick. Back out. Graham for three, no good. I'm sorry, Darius Williams for three, no good. Darren on Peterson. Spins, drives into the lane, tries to draw the foul. There is no call. Somehow the Jags get it back.
Yeah, that was a good job by Darren to stay with that play and scoot it out to the perimeter.
Peterson up the court now. Into Devontae's hands. Swing it left to Darius, who traveled. Wholesale changes coming for the Jags. Dean's back in, Aaron's back in, Tyree's back in, Robert's back in. And Tyvez, the starters, are back in for the Jags.
Really awesome showing by the second five on the Jags as well, putting this game preliminarily out of reach.
That's two for Tyree. Williams with the basketball. Drives, dishes back out to Ricky. Peterson for two, no good. Tyvez gets the rebound. Up the court, Tyree, right side, Dean, back top of the key, Tyvez, three, no. Darius will take it all the way. He will not convert. Dean will pull down that rebound. Jags might kill a little time now. Tyree with the basketball, 10 on the shot clock. Fade away three, good. 11 points for Tyree Myers.
Robert there with a phenomenal pick to set that shot up.
Darius Williams tries drawing the foul, does not get it. Tyvez up the court. Tyvez takes it all the way, dishes off to Robert, who loses the handle. Throws it back out. Tyree for three, no good. Follow-up good for Tyvez Monroe.
Tyvez is doing everything, lighting up the scoreboard with threes, with penetrating twos, and then boxing out on the second chance rebounds. He is doing everything up top and down low for the Jags tonight.
Ball is thrown away. McDonald could not grab it. Tyvez will check out with 17 points. Jared Carrier in the game for the Jags. 6'2", 185-pound sophomore from Charlotte. Robert gets it back to Tyree. Aaron on the right side, goes baseline. Drives hard, cannot convert. Graham from the left side, no good. Scrap for the basketball, the Jags come away with it. That's Carrier there. Aaron Bird pops for three, too hard, no good. Carrier pulls down that rebound, he wants to get a couple. Oh, almost, the bench jumped up.
That's how you know how much belief and how much fight they have in Carrier, wanting that to, wanting the initial points on the board for him.
Tyree now crosses midcourt. Under 8 minutes to go in the game. Goes right side to Aaron. Aaron goes between his legs, back out. Swing it left. Inside quickly to Robert. Robert has it batted away and stolen. Eric Crawford in the game for the Tigers. That's Stegall with the basketball. Dishes off to Graham. Graham drives inside, scores the basket.
Good body control off of the speed, driving through the lane, and then the agility to switch hands while controlling the ball, and then the soft touch on the final touch for the conversion on the shot.
Inside to Dean. We're going to count that basket. And he'll go to the line for +1. Dean's got 16 on the night. Here's our under 8 minute media timeout. 6:58 to go. Jags are up 87-54. Back at Christenberry Fieldhouse. Dean Williams on the line, trying to convert the three-point play. And he does. And he will check out. Troy Cracknell will check in. That'll be it for Dean for the night. Mitras getting to dip into his bench, see what he's got. Ball batted away. Sean with the basketball now. Darren picks up the loose ball, gets it over to Troy. Get it inside. Raphael backing his man up. Raphael double teamed, tied up, score the basket.
And this will just about put the nail in the coffin if he's able to convert on the N1 here.
Raphael looking for his 15th point of the night. And he's got it. Raphael will check out. Alex checks back in. Graham with the basketball. Jags apply a little bit of pressure. Sean plays a little bit of pressure. Scrum for the basketball. It'll stay with the Tigers. Miguel comes back in. Darren sits. And score that basket as Alex commits the foul. It'll send Perry to the line to try to make the three-point play. And he gets it to roll in.
Jags did a good job of boxing out there.
Miguel with the basketball now. Gets it over to Jared. Nice dish off from Jared. Jags burn a little time on the clock. Troy with the shot, good. Jags kill out 23 seconds and made the basket.
Precise shot with a beautiful liftoff on that particular shot by Troy and just drains it for money.
Troy commits his first foul. It'll send no one to the line. Graham will inbound. Boxed into the corner. Graham for the long three. Good.
Even in a fadeaway, Graham with the picture-perfect form, and he got all money on that shot.
Sean had a little trouble getting the basketball across midcourt, and they do with a second to spare. And Sean drives in the lane, draws the foul. He will go to the line.
Good job of driving through, even though he knew he was going to get contact created on him. Good job to stay strong and hopefully convert on the 2 points here at the charity stripe.
Sean makes the first. And does not make the second, but Alex follows that up and jams it in.
That was an atrocious job at blocking out by the Tigers on that. They did not see that coming out of anywhere, and the Jags capitalize on a three-point play.
Perry throws up a nice right-handed shot that falls. Jared, Cracknell gets the ball, Troy gets the ball over to Miguel, now back to Sean. Into the corner, Jared takes the shot, no good. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Stegall with the basketball. Gets it over to Graham. They've got 6 on the shot clock. Graham drives, spins, about the free throw line. Good.
And John, if the Jazz keep playing like they're playing here tonight, they're going to be a nightmare for the Peach Belt Conference to contend with. Not only that, but if they make the playoffs, the region as well.
John with the basketball. Gets it over to Alex. Three-pointer for Miguel, no good. Nice rebound for Jared. New shot clock for the Jags. Kill a little bit more time. We've got a foul. I think it's going to be on Josiah Perry. That would be the 5th foul on Perry. He will have fouled out. Here's our final media timeout of the ball game. Jags lead 96-64. Back at Christenberry Fieldhouse. 3:16 to go in the ball game. Alex Johnson will be at the line for the Jags, shooting the 1-1. That's too hard. No good. Devontae with the basketball now. Gets it to McDonald. McDonald for the three-pointer, no good. Followed up by Tyrese. And we're going to score that basket. And Tyrese Mapp will go to the line. Jared picks up the foul, Carrier's first foul. Tyrese with 13 points on the night. Doesn't get it to fall. Batted all around, and yet another foul on the Jags.
When you got those four big bodies down low, it's going to be hard to come and extremely difficult to come away with a rebound.
Foul was on Troy Cracknell, his second. Tigers back at the line. First free throw is good. Does not get the second one. Troy pulls down that rebound. A little bit of pressure applied by the Tigers and a foul.
Yeah, the Tigers initially set off with the trap on the near side here, then the middle playing extremely pressuring man-to-man.
Tyrese Mapp picks up his fourth foul. Troy Cracknell will go to the line. This time he's shooting two, and he makes the first one. Jags are up 30. Under 3 to go. And he makes them both. Omojola dishes inside to McDonald, and McDonald gets the two.
Good body placement by McDonald, and then using the back of his defender to lean against that to put up a good shot. Great call there by McDonald for the Tigers.
Jared with the basketball now, picks up his dribble in the corner, gets trapped. Gets it to Miguel. And they've got 12 on the shot clock. Jags don't mind burning some clock. Miguel drives in, gets it batted away, followed up by Troy Cracknell. And they're at 100.
Troy last year was feisty on defense, and he comes up big there as well. Feisty when he doesn't have the ball in his hand, going for the ball. He comes up huge there.
Alex Johnson commits that foul. Third foul on Alex. Frazier McDonald will go to the line. If Frazier does not get the roll, Troy comes down with the rebound. Sean with the basketball now. Again, Jags don't mind burning some time. Troy dishes it back out to Sean. Sean drives in. Back out. Jared's shot is no good. Devontae drives. Dishes back out. Peterson cannot convert. And going to have a foul on Ricky Peterson. That's going to be the fourth on Ricky. And we'll come down the other end of the court. Jared looking for his first points as a Jag. Got it. And Jared makes them both.
The Jags on all fronts have been lights out this whole entire game on all facets of basketball.
Into the corner, Peterson for three, makes that. And we're down to the last minute of the ball game. Miguel, again, burning some time. Gets it over to Sean. Jags want to burn time. Troy loses the handle. Jags will get it back with 11 seconds on the shot clock, 41 seconds on the game clock. Jags will move to 3-1 on the year. The Tigers will fall to 0-4. Shot taken and made by Troy Cracknell.
Troy's improving year in and year out. Every season we see him.
Yes, gets the three-point bank shot. I don't think he called it, but he got
Yep.
the three-point bank shot.
It's a great kiss off the glass and a sign of life here late for the Tigers. It's gonna be
Tried to get it inside to Alex, could not. Tigers come back up the court. Driving down the lane, no good, but that's going to be your ball game. Final score, the Jags 104 and Benedict 72. For the game, the Tigers were 27 of 59 for 46%. Jags 38 of 70 for 54%. Tigers were 8 of 17 shooting threes, 47%. Jags only 10 of 29 for 34%. Tigers were 13 of 18 from the line, 72%. The Jags 18 of 22 for 82%. Devontae Wiltshire led the Tigers with 15 points. Tyrese Mapp had 13. Darius Williams with 10. Deshaun Graham with 9. Ricky Peterson had 8. Kelvin Omajola with 6. Josiah Perry had 5. Eric Crawford with 3. Jalen Stegall with 2. Romello Jones with 2. Frazier McDonald had 2. Tyvez Monroe with 17 points, along with Dean Williams. Rafael Montero had 16. Troy Cracknell with 14. Tyree Myers with 11. Aaron Bird had 7. Darren Lucas White with 7. Sean Moss with 5. Alex Johnson had 4. Miguel Arnold had 2. Robert Barland had 2. Jared Carrier had 2. A lot of Jags scored. But that's going to do it. The Jags move to 3-1. Benedict falls to 0-4. We are back at Chris and Berry Fieldhouse a week from Saturday on December 1st, taking on Georgia College. For Blake Collins, I'm John Patrick. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we will see you in a week and a half. So long.